Hi, thanks for joining me today. It's Geraldine from the Paper Puffin Studio, and today I'm going to show you how to make this window sheet tent card for Christmas. This card fits into a standard envelope, and when you open it, it opens as a tent card for display. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started. Let's begin by reviewing all of the pieces you're going to need to build this card. You're going to need a piece of your base color measuring 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. You'll need a piece of either white or vanilla to go on the back of your card, and this piece is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. You'll need 2 pieces of designer series paper. These measure 5 1/4 by 4 1/8 and 5 1/4 by 7/8 of an inch. You'll also need a piece of window sheet, and this piece measures 5 1/2 by 4 1/8 of an inch. I've also gone ahead and stamped and cut out the ornaments that I'm going to be using to decorate the front, as well as these embellishment pieces. And I have a piece of scrap that I'm going to be using for the sentiment. I'm going to start scoring the base piece now, and so I'm going to place it in my cutting and trimmer with the longest edge along the top. I'm going to be scoring at 1 3/4, at 6 inches, at 7 inches, and finally at 8 inches. Now I'm ready to go ahead and cut my paper using this die, which is from the Quite Curvy and Curvy Christmas set. I'm going to take the cut edge, and the cut edge will go towards the end of my card, and I'm going to be lining it up like this along this edge. This is the edge where I had the 1 3/4 score line, and this is the 6, 7, 8. So I'm lining it up over here, and then I'll run this through my die cutting machine and we'll pick up there. I've run this through the die cutting machine, and I've gone ahead and stamped on here the sentiment that I want on the back of the card. This came from the Peaceful Cabin set from Stampin' Up! So I'm going to be gluing this panel now on here like this, so that when the card is done, this will be on the back of the card. I'll go ahead and glue this in place. Now that I have that glued in place, I'm going to go ahead and start folding and burnishing along the score lines. So I'm going to be folding this one as a mountain, and then for these I'll go valley, mountain, valley. You can see how the card is folded like this. Now to glue the designer series paper in place, this piece will go here, and then the strip will go here. Notice nothing is going on this piece of cardstock or this one. I'll go ahead and glue those in place. I'm ready to glue the window sheet in place, so to do that, I've gone ahead and placed a strip of tear and tape along the very edge of the card here on the inside of that flap, as well as on the top and bottom of the window sheet. I'm now going to glue the window sheet in place. I'll just remove the backing on the tear and tape, and the window sheet will then go in place like this. So I've got the window sheet with the sticky side up. I'm going to place it here, lining it up at the front of the card on each edge. This little flap will fold over and glue to the window sheet. Then I'm going to fold up this piece so that the window sheet comes along the edge on the inside and fold down that panel. Now you can see that it's going to stand up as a tent card. I've stamped Merry Christmas, which is from the old Holiday Home Retired set from Stampin' Up. And I'm going to be punching it out using this punch. Now I'm ready to glue all of these pieces to the front of the card, so I'll go ahead and do that and show you the finished card. Here I have the finished card. I've gone ahead and attached all of the pieces. This ornament is attached using mini glue dots. This one is popped up on dimensionals, as well as the sentiment is popped up on dimensionals. I've embellished with some little dots and some bows as well. This card fits into a standard envelope, and as you can see, it stands up as a tent card for display. I also made another version of the card using the same stamp set and the same designer series paper, just a different color. So you can see here, it stands up beautifully for display, and then on the back I have the sentiments, and you can write a message to the recipient there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.